everyone, Joshua here from Nugamaker, and we're back to another Crash to Insanity video. And today, I have actually found something very interesting, and this is some of the storyboard on Twinsanity of Gonna Bet Coco that Paul Gardner actually posted on his Twitter. I can't remember when it was he posted this, but on his Twitter, you can, if it's still there, find this kind of a storyboard of Gonna Bet Coco. So let's check it out. So basically, Paul Gardner says this: design storyboards for a sorry if I can pronounce that. Nina Cortex level set in Coco's Brainium Hyperbarium, after it was to have been destroyed by Dr. Cortex and Gonna Bet Coco. Check out the level name with a laughing, crying emoji. So here it is. Here is the storyboard. Basically it says, "Wake me up before you, Coco." And it says, Nina, you can see on the first one, Nina in the town when it's actually in chaos. It's actually destroyed. So it also says, Nina finds Coco's Brainium Hyperbarium in ruins. The text is so tiny. Just because it's drawn out and stuff. By evil creatures, maybe ants. And basically, you would have to use her, basically, grappling hook arms to actually destroy the creatures and escape Coco's mind, basically. So it looks like you would have a limit of time to try to get out before, like, the portal closes or something. Before, like, maybe before the portal closes? I'm not too sure. But you can see the next one where it shows it as well. But basically, you would have to play as Nina. Because, of course, we heard that sometime later in the level, Nina would come into play. And basically, she would find the whole town in Coco's mind in ruins, destroyed by Dr. Cortex. And basically, you would have to, play as Nina in some portion of the level, maybe the rest of the level. But basically, we know that Nina would come into play. It looks like you would probably have to get Cortex, maybe you have to find Cortex. You know? Maybe you would have to find Cortex before, because it says, wake me up before you, Coco. So maybe, this is just my opinion, theory, but maybe you would have to, of course, play as Nina and grab Cortex, and you have to escape. Y'all would have to escape Coco's mind before Coco wakes up. And when Coco wakes up, the portal will close. That's my theory. Again, this is why Twinsanity needs a remaster, you guys. A remake. And I really hope it gets announced soon. For the 5-year plan. I really hope Twinsanity gets a remake next. As the next one. With all cut content. Because Gonna Bet Coco and all the other cut content is very interesting of what we saw. But basically, I'm not actually too sure if Crash would come into play, you know? would actually come into play in the level. I doubt it. But we are talking about Crass's sister as well, so Crass might have been involved in the level. I mean, who knows? But, of course, in this drone storyboard that Paul Gardner described, I don't know why it took so long, hard to say it, but described, it looked like the only characters that you would be able to play as in this level is Nina and Cortex, basically. Cortex in the start of the level, and then Nina would be sometime after she reports the entire town is getting destroyed. And finds out that the town's been destroyed by Cortex. Which, who knows why it's destroyed? Maybe Cortex goes so insane, too insane and scared, and he actually starts destroying stuff. That would be actually pretty cool if that was the case. But this is pretty interesting. Just looking at these drawings of the storyboard, you can definitely tell a lot was supposed to go on this. Right, you could definitely tell a lot of stuff could go on this. And Gonna Be Coco it just seems like a very interesting level, you guys. And I would definitely love to see this in game, like playing it, gameplay, you know? And this is why I really want a Twinsanity remaster, because just looking at the storyboards and stuff makes you want a Twinsanity remaster with all cut content. And something very interesting as well, I actually found. This is not from Paul Gardner, what he posted. It's actually something else that I believe you can find in-game. But basically, it's due with the cutscene. And of course we know that, Gonna Be Coco was supposed to be taking place after the high siege. Sorry if I pronounced that so wrong. But Indian ship. After Gonna Be Coco would have been taking place after the boss fight with Embryo and Trophy. And before you go to Madame Emily's Academy of Evil, which it would have been after this level. I believe so. So, you can see here, Cortex is placing the crystals we gathered so we can go to the 10th dimension. But Coco actually comes in because she's not asleep anymore. And, of course, she's not zapped anymore from the beginning. Basically. So she jumps over to Cortex and kicks him. Yes, kick him. She kicks him. And basically the Psychotron would have turned on and would actually zapped Coco. And that would actually open a portal. Would actually open a portal to her brain, or her mind. And that's basically where Gonna Be Coco would be, of course, taking place. And, of course, Cortex would either, I believe, dragged in, like, the cuddly, cute creatures would have, teddy bears would have pulled Cortex through the portal, or, he would just, of course, we know that he had to go in there to gather information that only Coco would know, basically. That was something else as well. Cortex would have to go in this level, inside Coco's mind, to actually gather some information only Coco would know. So that's before the town gets destroyed and stuff. And I actually found this kind of one. And it's Cortex leaping out of the portal. And he's has an evil grin. So, I believe this would have been taking place after Gone a Bit Coco, right? After Gone a Bit Coco. After you leave the level, because you can see Cortex actually leaping out of the portal. And basically, Cortex would go over to the computer, and maybe that's where he would try to look up the information that he has learned. He has learned in Coco's mind. And then, I'm not too sure what Cortex was thinking about on this one. Probably because, probably it knows our information about the evil twins for somehow Coco actually knew about, you know? That's probably where this one is into play in something. Or maybe this is before Cortex goes through the portal, you know? But you can see Crash just pointing at Coco. Just pointing at Coco. And making her wobble like in the original. And then I believe after Cortex and Crash would have to go on to Madame Emily's Academy of Evil, basically. Now here's the question. Here is the question. Would there be power crystals? Like an extra power crystal? Because you know, there was 12 power crystals. So in the cut content, I believe there could have been more power crystals, more than 12, right? To actually before you fight the evil twins. Because think about it. With the cut content, the cut unseen levels, there could have, because if you remember, each level basically has one power crystal, right? Has one power crystal. Almost each level has one power crystal. So maybe there could have been like maybe 18 power crystals in total. Or maybe more. Of course, just depends, of course, with all the cut content. Again, this is why I want a Twinsanity remaster. With all cut content brought back in it. And to also say, like, the total amount. And I would actually think there would have been power gems as well in this level and the other cut levels, you know? This is why I really need a remaster, you guys. This is why I need a remake. Please, Activision, Vicarious Visions. Please respond saying, or say something about the Crash game. And could it actually be announced at Gamescom? That's something that I'm actually going to discuss in a separate video, but in more detail, basically. But that would be so cool to actually either announce it before Crash's Twinsanity's 15th anniversary or on its 15th anniversary. That would go really well. Like a trailer and some gameplay of it. And a release date for 2020. Summer 2020. Right? But you guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. And if you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, ring the bell, so with the videos down below on my channel. And guys, tell me in the comment section down below and tell me what do you think about this storyboard from Paul Gardner, you guys. That was actually posted, I believe, back in 2005 or 4, that I actually came across on, you can find on his Twitter. So yeah. Please, Vicarious Visions, please, Activision, announce a Twinsanity remake soon. Please announce it, you guys. Please announce it. Crash Twinsanity is my #1 favorite Crash title on the PlayStation 2, and I really want it to be brought back with all cut content. And let it be the game that it was supposed to be with all cut content. So we'll see you on the next video. Bye!